flowers are still fresh. This is a somewhat neglected and dusty hat. The stone is rather unwieldy, so it couldn't be used as a weapon. Someone fell and hit their head on it.
We're dealing with a very immoderate bloodsucker here. Shouldn't we have brought some wooden stakes with us? Or at least garlic?
The blade is bent from the impact. The bleeding wasn't severe, there are just a few drops. An expensive hat with a few grey hairs stuck to the brim. Someone tore their trousers here. Looks like a set of surgical instruments. One is missing. The label is illegible.
Nicely roasted.
I wonder how even the most destitute always somehow manage to scrape together enough for a drink. Psilocybin mushrooms. These are powerful hallucinogens. This must be the vagrant shelter. Quite homely, if you don't mind sleeping next to the corpses.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The brother of the deceased became furious when he caught the anatomist exhuming his sister's body. He killed him with a shovel. The graveyard keeper took to his heels, but didn't get far. He fell, hitting his head on a stone, which rendered him unconscious. With the murderer gone, the reporter who was hiding punctured the neck of the first victim to imitate a bite. But when he did the same to the second victim, he killed an unconscious man. So we have 2 murders and 2 murderers, but no vampires.
Vampires are not so scary when you have grave robbers and journalists running around.
Constable Stark, do you believe in vampires?
Eh? What do vampires have to do with anything?
Oh, that's exactly what I thought while looking into the murders at the cemetery. The primary suspect is indeed the murderer, but he's not the only one. The reporter, who so easily fooled everyone with his vampire stories, killed the other victim.
But why would he do that?
He believed the unconscious man to be dead and decided to concoct a thrilling story for his readers.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll have the conniving little scrub taken in immediately. There's only one case left. Don't let me stop you.
Did you hear? Another sailor's drowned on the beach.
What a waste.
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely. Someone stumbled on a stone and fell to the ground.
The priest said that he came here to stop the ritual. Did you really, Father?
The robe is soaked with wine. The goat was torn to pieces. Ugh. Savagery. The hoof prints end in deep furrows. The animal was resisting. So, we have three lusty women engaged in a ritual. They're drinking and dancing when suddenly they hear a noise from the bushes. Their ritual seems to be working. There's a man they can get drunk already. While two of them are busy with the priest, the third one leaves. She is the one who stole the goat and brought it to the ritual. The poor animal smells trouble and charges at the drunken woman with the amphora. Still, he couldn't break free, and at the end was brutally torn apart and eaten alive.
Well, they attracted the attention of men. The police, at least.
Mr. Holmes, I have great news. Our recent accomplishments have earned me a promotion. Sergeant Stark. It has a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Please accept my congratulations, Sergeant. Your part in solving those cases was invaluable.
Come, Mr. Holmes, your part was just as important. Not without my guidance, of course, but you did an excellent job. Anyway, I'll be moving back to the office space. My days at this blasted desk are almost over. I won't be scapegoated now.
Good for you, I suppose. Speaking of scapegoats, I've solved the last case on the board. The goat was stolen by the lady in the blackbird mask. As if that makes any difference, judging by the atrocity I witnessed at the crime scene.
Yes, I heard about that one. The things women get up to these days. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad to have been of service. Now I have other matters to attend to.
Mr. Holmes, if I may be so bold as to make one last request. Do you remember that I told you that our chief inspector has been missing for a few months now? My current task is to establish his fate. I've tried to make sense of his last case, but it's a convoluted mess. I would really appreciate your help.
Fine, you have me intrigued.
Thank you awfully, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me everything you know.
I don't know much. Just that it's connected to a gang called the Hive. Placido has been after their leader, the Hive Master, for years. But otherwise, I can't make head nor tail of it. Here, take the key to Placido's office. You might find some leads in there.
So is it Chief Inspector Placido who has vanished? From what I've gathered, he was a good detective.
Ain't that the truth? He was solving cases like shelling peas. Without him, things have gone downhill. He was a crotchety sort, always grumbling, fussing, taking his snuff by the handful, but I, for one, miss the old boy.
Very well. I'll see what I can find out.
One thing is certain. It's a dangerous business. Be careful, Mr. Holmes.
Did you hear Basilio Coppello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom. Did you hear Basilio Coppello is...
In the police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Hive Master. Crime lords just love catchy monikers. The files are gone, that's odd.
I can almost picture you as an inspector, Sherlock. You'd lie on his sofa all day and still solve more cases than the rest of the police.
This must have been an award for long and faithful service. A box of snuff. Strong stuff. Now that is odd, to say the least.
Let's take the ear, Sherry. It'll bring us luck. You'll see.
Good lord, you can't be serious.
Nice. Always play it by ear, pal.
What a long day.
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
No, a minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade it so.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal?
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met, and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Godona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes 12 times a day for 12 years. I do not recall.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you. I will endeavour to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, there's little else I can do.
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but, I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
Hello there. The best on the market. You can wallop them, you can burn them. Nothing will work.
I bet he tested that himself. They sell door locks, padlocks. No Sherlocks, though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
Strength, security, peace of mind. Tacky.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, good sir.
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been cut by your own hand. You must be Billy Lloyd.
Oh, it's you! I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona. I'm a fan of your work.
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard me, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property?
There, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death, ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes out back. Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
Your regard, but you didn't give chase.
Well, by the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
When did the burglary happen?
After 10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion, when she excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office, and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can. What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
Hold on. She? You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young women are out there pursuing a career, and I, for one, encourage it.
Yes, yes, spare me the sermon. I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
I love the feminist witness.
A wine, well enjoyed. The bottle is half empty. Recently used, but why would it be here?
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'm a bit claustrophobic.
Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length. Bulging veins, cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth. Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe. Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing? Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim. What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
He clearly needs a better work-life balance.
Well-organised workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best.
Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
A concert programme from 7 years ago. An Augusta La Duca is listed as a harpist in the orchestra. Two theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
Do you know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties. Probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist. Do you know anything about these entries?
No, but Mr. Capello is so well organised. I use a different method, very popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is profoundly upsetting. Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door. Actually... No.
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well, there is the rule of threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes...
Of you talking?
Without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
Actually... No. I don't know. Actually... No.
What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my calibre. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know. Is this code memo still valid?
Oh, yes. It's the same combination code everywhere. It corresponds to Mrs. Capello's birthday, actually. In fact, during this year's celebration, I was allowed a sip of champagne. That's when I had to dry my trousers, and then I had to...
OK, thank you, Billy. Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. But I'm really fast.
Interesting, thank you.
Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry.
letter F is inscribed within a four-leaf clover pattern. Passe muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant. A comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned, with no fresh scratches.
Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
I'm going to catch the criminal myself. But later.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
Sergeant Stark's back at his desk, across from the Chief Inspector's office.
Maybe it would be wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
other gangs are planning an attack on the backyard, boys.
The worst clothes at the best price. Step right up. I hope you'll be comfortable in it.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye. I hope you like what you bought.
Buy some clothes and help me feed my
Despite
family.
being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look.
Hello, mister. I've got some information for you. Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
So the bandits, right? Not coming. Bigger fish to fry, they say. Bigger worries.
Interesting. Are you absolutely sure?
Heard it with my own ears. Lord is my witness.
Oh, good. Here you go. Buy yourself something nice. Might I suggest soap?
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you.
What a simpleton.
Supposed to be Philip from London. Good impression.
Extra! Extra! Frosty reception for refugees. The British envoy's decision to grant citizenship to the refugees and release them from their camp. The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Nasılsın? Selam. I couldn't miss the party.
Taunting.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
The snuff's ready. Give him the pepper snuff.
Take a rest, my...
The snuff's ready.
I'm coming for you.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Too simple.
I'm coming.
Don't bother.
Give him the pepper snuff. He's all yours now. Go for it.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Okay, I give up.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Arma Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, How?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then. You were in the Arma Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines. Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Well, until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later. I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
What a long day.
Not much to say. I'm sorry.
How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife... We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
Is this note still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you. What was your intent behind this note?
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor. I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones here?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today were to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Another question? I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Another question?
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claims?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you.
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist, your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Oh, sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you. It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way. To free Mr. Detty, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe, and as a result, you killed your lover.
No. It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why. You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Despite your best intentions, Mrs. Capello, I believe you are to blame for this sorry affair, not Basilio.
I think you're right, sir. Basilio, he does not deserve this. None of this.
It is not my place to decide what is deserved, but perhaps you now know what to say to the inspector.
I do.
Good day, madam.
I don't think Mrs. Capello did this on purpose. I would have let her go. Come on, Sherry. Say, I am the law.
So John would condemn Paul Perks, but he'd let this lady go, huh?
Sheriff's informer should be somewhere around
Why
here.
do we have to pay them
Try not
to
to mess
look
it
the
up,
other
or you'll
way?
blow his cover.
It's not like we can't...
Is this familiar to you?
Where do you get the idea that I'll help someone like you? Get lost.
Lovely and warm. Oh!
Hey.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, you're a lucky man. I know about this.
Yeah, he could have been more helpful, but all right.
Killed with one perfect shot to each eye. Can you imagine?
Come closer and try something on. You won't regret it. The finest clothes for the finest citizens. Perfect job. Take a look. Try it on. It'll be a nice purchase.
Help me, please.
What are you trying to sniff around for? I know nothing.
Refresh your interior. Pick. My goods will brighten up your house. Enjoy your purchase.
John's a weird dude. I like his man cleavage though.
Seni görmek güzel.
Extra, extra! The Ides of Augusta! A shocking confession of... Interested in some Cordona news? Check the front. Page, you won't regret it.
I can't seem to find the boss. Where's Panzer?
I'm not your nanny, you daft muck snipe. I need to get more men to warehouse too now, so quit bothering me, will you? Boy, these crates are heavy.
Who the hell is that? Get him!
Take a rest, my friend.
Coming.
Don't bother. bother moving. You've lost.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming for you.
Too simple. No more crime for you until next month.
The snuff's ready.
BRB.
Who the hell is that? Get him!
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Don't...
I'm coming for you.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you until next month.
Time to knock this guy out.
Take a rest, my friend.
Take this!
Give him the pep. He's all yours now. Go for it.
No more crime for you until next month. Don't bother moving. You've lost.
I'm coming for you.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready. I thought we were against...
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
I'm coming for you. I will end you.
Time to knock this guy out.
No more crime for you until next month. Panzer is captured, but alive. Now, to report to Miss Sertle.
Sherlock's man cleavage, I meant. Sorry. I get my annoying British boys confused while typing. Grinning face. Sherlock is really cute in this.
I deduced the location of Friedrich Panzer and was able to apprehend him.
So I heard. What a coup. Congratulations are in order. And a new article in the paper. Perhaps sterling stranger squashes smugglers?
How kind of you. I'm sure with little more thought you will land on the perfect headline.
Huh? With a little more thought, you're no writer, Mr. Holmes. Leave it to someone who knows what sells. Since you're here, Mr. Holmes, how about an interview? Strictly on background? Get to know the real you. Mycroft is rather tight-lipped, as you know.
Information is Mycroft's currency, and he does not disperse it lightly. He will tell you a barefaced lie without hesitation if it advances his cause. As for your request, I'm afraid the real me pales in comparison to your vivid imagination. An interview would do us both a disservice.
Perhaps it's best to let the mystery be. Now, on to other matters. We have another case for you. Are you interested?
I'd never hear the end of it from Mycroft if I declined, so please, Miss Sertle, fill me in.
I cannot. Your brother insisted that the contents of this envelope were for your eyes only. I can merely wish you a clear mind and a fleet foot.
Good heavens!
Bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days. Bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days. You did wear your favourite boots. Such devotion. Angelo's footprints end here, abruptly. Not a good sign. Colourful piece of fabric as a bookmark. An elegant decision. This must have left a grievous wound. Someone had to stand here for a couple of hours at least. 11 cigarette ends of the same brand. Somebody spent some considerable time here. A hasty job by an amateur, but Angelo was taken by surprise nevertheless. Are you able to help me?
Of course. Let me help you.
We are close. Very close. Trust me, Sherry.
I like the bandages and stubble look too. Stubble is the best facial hair.
Green silk, a bit worn and faded, but still an impressive hat. Someone desperately tried to stop the bleeding. I think I found the place where they took Angelo.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest. Don't cry, you'll live.
Just
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
I'm coming. Take this.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'm gonna hurt you. I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready. Oh, they got themselves a nice setup in here for a gang.
A primary instrument of torture. How vicious one must be to have to use it in such a way. A severed finger. No one deserves such cruelty. An engraving inside. Together, always and forever. Keys of different shapes and sizes. What could you open with these? They were tracking down Angelo. The bandits had as much fun as they could. Quite a collection of books, but none of them with FD as the author. At last, I found you, Angelo. He sustained a great many injuries. They severed his finger while he was still alive. Mycroft should know about this.
Working for Mycroft is a dangerous profession. I feel for the guy.
Bloodstains all over the mattress. What did you hide, Angelo?
Seems like Mycroft will get the book he wanted after all. Do you think it has a coded message inside?
Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky.
That was a pretty clever hiding place, don't you reckon?
heavens! You heard how the priest was butchered.
Ah, the illustrious Mr. Holmes returns no worse for wear. And with a gripping tale to tell, no doubt.
While the matter proved rather simple in the end, I'm afraid the details are not for your ears, nor your readers.
How very tantalizing. Your brother asked that I collect your report, and a book, if you obtained it.
Here is my report, and Miss Sertle. He will know if you opened it. I also retrieved the book for Mycroft.
Crime and Punishment. Sounds appropriate.
More than you may think.
Uh-huh. How so?
There's something else. I found a ring belonging to one of Mycroft's men. Did he mention anything further?
Alas, no.
Well, the man was a hero. Protected the secrets of the British Empire. Here, please deliver this ring to Mycroft. I'm sure he'll know what to do.
I don't understand.
Miss Sertle, I'm afraid neither do I.
This is his ring. My Angelo's ring.
Angelo Dondolo is your fiancé?
God. Your brother told me Angelo was sent to Roma. What happened? Where is he?
Angelo died in the line of duty, but his bravery saved countless others.
No, not Angelo. Not my Angelo. I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Yasmin.
Mycroft kept this from me. I am one of his best, and he kept it from me. He assured me Angelo would be fine, but he lied.
You are not the first victim of Mycroft's cold calculus, and you won't be the last. Your work has value to him, and the truth threatened it.
Well, by hiding the latter, he has lost the former. Thank you for your honesty, Mr. Holmes. Now, please.
A contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden...
Have you found anything helpful?
What's up?
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders.
Hey, this is Hive territory. Shoot him, boys.
Don't cry, you'll live.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
He's all yours.
Scumbag!
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff. We can overcome the brute now.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
I will end you. I'm coming for you.
Take... Don't cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Someone's been burning papers, I see. Everything knits together. What a convenient way to pull the wool over the eyes of the customs house.
Smells of burnt paper. Just another day in a smuggler's office.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, you're a lucky man. I know about this.
It looks as though someone or something has escaped.
A statue of a buckled cage inside a city full of criminals. Let's take a closer look, Sherry.
It used to contain a silver statue of a miner's canary. They were often used by miners to detect fire damp. For the ones who gave their lives in the silver mines, for the safety and prosperity of Miners' End, 1830. The lattice work was bent a long time ago. A gloomy picture,
But quite poetic. A symbol of safety and prosperity has vanished from Miners' End, and now only the cage is left to remind the residents of their past glory.
The canary was stolen a long time ago. There's no hope in finding it now, but perhaps someone might know at least something about it. We should ask.
Don't look at me, I'm not in charge of the investigation.
Can I ask you a question?
What a coincidence. I only learned of this recently myself.
Get off me! Sherry, don't even think about breeding these nasty things. Ugh.
Sir, I'm looking for a man who goes by the name of Hive Master.
Uh-huh.
Chief Inspector Placido.
And what makes you think that?
Why, your missing ear, amongst other things. You need a larger hat. I've been investigating your last case on behalf of Sergeant Stark. And now I think I understand what happened to the Hive Master.
Humor me.
You killed him, didn't you?
Huh. You're sharp, son. I'll give you that.
But why? Everyone deserves a trial.
Wasn't my choice. He and his thugs attacked me when I went to arrest them. It was a kill or be killed kind of situation. Turned out for the best, though. With his cronies dead, not a soul knows what the Hive Master looks like. His own gang, scared stiff of him.
So you assumed his place to dismantle this criminal enterprise from within?
Damn right I did. And after I'm done, I'm not planning to go back. I've had enough of this rotten nest of corruption. But it just won't leave me alone, will it? First, they dismiss my retirement requests, and now they send a sleuth after me.
It's not like that.
I tell you what it's like, son. This is not the first case you've worked on for Stark, huh? That amateur promoted to a sergeant for his merits? I don't think so. You're not an officer. But from what I can see, you are much brighter than the lot of them. So what's your stake in this? You some sort of consulting detective?
Yes. I suppose you could call me that. My name is Sherlock Holmes, at your service.
Then do me a service, Mr. Holmes. Drop this case and don't tell anyone you saw me here. Let me enjoy my retirement in peace.
I have your ear.
What the hell? Give it to me now.
All right, but let's make it a fair exchange, shall we? I'll trade it for your revolver. You have little use for it now.
Deal. Now go.
I'll consider your request, sir. Either way, I must talk to Sergeant Stark.
Tell him I died a hero. Or a coward, I don't care. As long as they leave me alone.
New gun. Nice. Can I have your old one?
My grandma, God bless her.
The thief died in grief. A poetic story for such an unpoetic place.
Safety is gone, and tears take the rest.
Extra! Extra! Headless eels floundering. Friedrich Panzer, the head of the eels gang, has been arrested alongside the cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Any news, Mr. Holmes?
Chief Inspector Placido can be presumed dead. I was unable to find his body, but the evidence is unequivocal. He's gone.
I suppose I expected as much, but still it doesn't make it any easier. Placido was a good man. You would have liked him if you'd met him.
Yes, it's a pity. I'm sure I would.
In any case, no matter how bad, the truth is better than uncertainty. Please, take this as a token of gratitude. You've done us all a great service. Thanks again for your help. Good luck, Mr. Holmes.
The man deserves to be left alone.
Seriously, why is that carp a fetus? Is that Lestrade? Or just a random fetus? Random fetus. I think he's so young to show how inexperienced he is. Lestrade's actually an experienced detective.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sir, I can assist you straight away. thought he'd killed them. I thought he'd killed the boy.
Let's hope no one's been hit by this smooth mineral. A deck of tarot cards, very popular among street performers. Someone has over-egged the pudding with these spangles. The name of the original performer has been replaced with Dilwyn.
You know what? Put on the magic cap. I have a feeling it'll help.
It's not actually magic, John.
Well, not to you perhaps, but to a boy, any magician's hat is special.
Should have known better than to jostle a police officer.
It's all right, boy. You can come out. Your pursuer has been intercepted by Cordona's finest.
I didn't do... Hey, that's my hat you're wearing.
I know it is. I followed you from your magic stand. Are you okay?
I'm fine. You should keep the hat. It makes you look like the amazing Alonzo. He's the best magician around. It never suited me anyway.
Is that so? Let me take a look at you. You wear your bruises like a badge of honor, a souvenir of your street antics. Your clothes are ragged, yes, but your hair and nails are clean. You're no urchin. This is a rich boy's game, a way to fight off boredom. You made a costume, snuck out from home, and put your skills to the test.
Wow, I guess you do know me.
Clearly. So, tell me, why did you call that man a liar?
Because he is. He told me he's a lord. But no lord has calluses on his hands and sour cabbage stuck in his moustache. He came after me. He caught me with a fist. Nasty bugger.
What did you expect? You embarrassed him in front of his peers and he couldn't admit it. Of course he would lash out. You must be careful how you deploy the truth, Dilwyn. It's a potent weapon, as easily turned against the speaker as it is brandished by him.
Yeah, well, the truth is what people pay me for. I simply notice things others don't. But I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, I can do it too. It's called deductive reasoning. I happen to be somewhat of an expert in it.
I never knew there was anyone else like me.
Your abilities come with consequences, Dilwyn. To adults, you're a nuisance. To other kids, a freak. You must learn how to blend in. Bite your tongue.
But I don't want to blend in.
Then they will lock you up. The truth hurts, and the bigger the truth, the further men will go to silence it. Be careful how and when you deploy it.
All right. It was just an amusement.
Yes, nothing like a swift uppercut to really pass the time. Perhaps when faced with the monotony of this world, you will find a place in your mind to explore instead. There is little to gain in idle provocation. Don't let this little incident discourage you from continuing your show. The world needs a little magic these days.
Are you kidding? When word gets out, there'll be a queue for me down the street. No way I'm quitting.
Good, but dispense with those cheap trinkets. Your mind is impressive enough. And be careful what truths you tell.
The show must go on. I'll be famous. Just you wait.
Before you go, impress me. What do you see?
You're overconfident, as a way to mask your insecurities. You're more vain than you care to admit. And you notice when people notice you. You act like you don't need anyone, because it's easier to pretend you like being alone than to ask for help. You desperately hope to find somewhere you belong. But you never will. Nowhere, no one will ever be enough. And the truth is, you're terrified. You're too smart and too empty inside. You know how dangerous that is, and you know exactly what you're capable of.
A valiant attempt, but alas, you've missed the mark.
Oh, really? Well, what does John think?
Sherlock, did he just... how?
I don't know.
In this game, everyone's a fetus. Is Lestrade in the game? Is he young and hot too? No Lestrade in this game. Next, maybe.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Informants, ciphers, exciting. Let's show your brother how it's done.
My poor daughter. How could they take her? My Nekama.
Ow.
It's strange that it didn't break with all this rust. A cheap wooden handle. The kind you'd find in drunken fights in a cheap bar. Someone jumped over the counter here.
Oh, my blood. They've taken away my life. Nekama.
The man is in shock. We won't get much from him.
Part of a working outfit. The sleeve was ripped off. Hello. What could these black stains be?
Keep going. Move along. Move along. Oh, slow down. Hold your horses.
Help me, please.
Sorry, friend, I'm not familiar with that.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, pal. I can't remember.
Can I ask you a question?
No, friend. I'm sorry. I don't know the answer.
Do you know anything about this?
No, friend. I'm sorry. I don't know the answer.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Help me, please.
Workers help each other. I'll guide you.
Have you seen the fresh meat? I heard about. Have you seen the fresh meat?
Oriental. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase. May your purchase bring you joy.
Don't pass by. Welcome, welcome. Let's pick something that suits you. A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Don't miss out on the best carpets on the island.
You, Macpherson, we've been waiting for you.
You are not lost. Curiosity can kill more than a cat, mister.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Don't cry, you'll live. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Take a rest, my friend.
Get ready for some pain.
Too simple.
Don't give him the pepper snuff. He's all yours now. Go for it.
No more crime.
We can overcome the brute now.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Time to knock this guy out. The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you, and
give him the pepper snuff.
Please, release me. Please, release me.
Oh, maybe the cipher is hidden around here. Poor people, caged like birds.
So many bookmarks. British Railway Guide, 1876. I think we've got our cipher.
Poor people, caged like birds.
Miss, are you all right? Let me unlock your shackles. My name is Sherlock. What's your name?
I will be all right. My name is Nikama.
Nikama. I'm here on behalf of your father. I'm going to get you home.
I suppose my father's faith was justified then.
Miss, would you know how we can save the others?
Yes, I can show you. Should we run now?
Our staying here is dangerous. Let's free the other prisoners and leave.
You've saved us. I will report back to you-know-who. Don't worry.
I will never forget you.
Do you know anything about this?
Listen, friend. I like your face. I'll tell you.
A substantial police... The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Are you able to help me?
Nah, never come across anything like this. Welcome, brother. You can always find food and shelter here.
I think this man is suffocating. We must help him.
He has trouble catching his breath. His dry, hacking cough is getting worse by the second. His fingernails are blue. Looks like he's having an asthma attack.
Quickly, do something! I think this man is suffocating. We must help him. Look, here's some medicine. Could be useful.
A strong painkiller, but it won't help with asthma. Aha! Ether. That can stop the asthma attack. Acetylsalicylic acid. Useless.
God bless you, young man.
Phew, that was close. But you saved him, Sherlock.
Different sizes, different colours. Some clothes are new.
Wow, that's a lot of food for the poor.
The gang might
that's a lot
feed
of food
them,
for the
yes,
poor.
but out of whose pockets does this all come?
Wow, that's a lot of food for the poor.
Such insanitary conditions. Horrific. These instruments are of inferior quality, but in capable hands they can save lives.
They even keep medical records. Impressive for a gang. Look, here's some medicine. Could be useful.
The boss has a lot of...
That's far enough, little one. The boss is busy.
But I need to speak to him. It's urgent.
I'm sure it is. Look, there's going to be a fight in the arena today. So unless this building's on fire, it will have to wait.
I hear the gang is looking for new members. I'd like to join you.
Oh, there's not enough meat on you. We've no use for a scrawny weakling.
I'm not scrawny, I'm just thin-boned. Besides, I know my way around a gun better than anyone in your gang, I'd wager.
You've got some nerve. See those bottles over there? Go on, shoot them. Show me how good you are. Make yourself useful after all. Go on in then.
Hey, didn't I ask not to be disturbed? What's with the shooting out there?
Sorry about the bother. Your guard took a little convincing to let me in. Not to worry, though. Everything's fine, except for a few broken bottles.
Then what do you want with the righteous? Spit it out, I haven't got all day.
I'm here to talk to you about the murder of Father Alexandra.
Oh, that. Nasty business. Those responsible will soon be brought to justice.
Killing the priest doesn't strike me as very righteous. Why did they do it?
Every tree has a few rotten apples, doesn't it? They caught him stealing from our ladders. But there was no need for bloodshed. I gave no such orders. Alexandro might not have been one of us, but we were fighting a common enemy.
This enemy being who, exactly?
Not who. What? Poverty, inequality, and justice. We follow our law just as Alexandro followed his God's commandments.
What do you mean by justice? I doubt that you're planning to turn them into the police.
Of course I'm not. They will receive their punishment in the arena of justice.
So you're going to kill them just like that?
Watch your mouth, boy. I'm not a murderer. They brought it upon themselves. The law applies to all.
The murderers must be arrested, not lynched. Let me take them to prison.
Do you have some guts to barge in here and make demands? I don't know you, boy, and I don't care why you want to save their hides. But that is not happening.
Listen, I want them to pay for what they've done, but making them fight for their lives is savagery.
Savagery? So you think rotting in a cave, suffering daily beatings from the pigs, only to be eventually hanged and dumped in a gutter is better? You say you want justice? Fine, go down and fight. Let the arena decide. Whatever you do to them, or they do to you, will be just. That's my only offer. Take it, or get the hell out.
All right, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty to see criminals behind bars.
If you make it out alive, I won't stop you. Don't assume they'll go down easily, though. They'll take their chances and give you no quarter.
Get ready for some pain.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff.
No more crime for you until next month.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
I'll put you 6 feet under. I couldn't miss the party.
Don't cry, you'll live.
You can overcome it. The snuff's ready.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rep.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Today, justice is on your side, boy. I give you my word, and I'll keep it. My men will deliver the murderers to the police. To think you've saved their lives, eh? But for how long? The prison is unforgiving. And unlike here, their hands will be tied.
I fail to see your logic, sir. What I do know is that I'm no judge or executioner, and neither are you. Goodbye.
That's it for tonight.